And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Looking downfield, it's Bobo. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Working on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
It is so difficult to play man coverage nowadays with all the space and spread and speed on the field. One false step, and they make you pay just like they did right there.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Bobo. Just a short pass to the tight end.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. The give to the back. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Going right to work up top. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Dropping back, it's Bobo. Oh, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Boise State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. He's got the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Blue Hens come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on third and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Hauls it in the first down and more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
A little screen to the running back. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Got his man. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They'll try to run for it. There he goes. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
I mean, what a huge game for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards, makes the big play.
He's a difference maker, David, and he gets better as the game goes on. So that's great news at this juncture to kind of rip off a big run like that. But this is a guy that builds momentum as he goes. I'd be force-feeding this guy more as the game goes on.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying to pull his way in. Touchdown, Delaware. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Extra point here will tie the game. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Nix. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Broncos want to crank the tempo.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Leaves it with the back. Past the 30. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Trying play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
It'll be fourth and goal, and it'll be a tough one. To the air, it's Nix. Fires to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Here's the give off the left side. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He might want another play. Second down, he'll throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, Maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Blue Hens! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Nix. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback.
Takes it the other way. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Running back searching for a hole. Runs through a tackle. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. And the Blue Hens need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Speeding down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Delaware. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Auburn. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rush is on him. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Bobo. Pressure coming. He is gobbled up, down he goes, and that one might have taken them out of field goal range. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The kick is on its way. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the 1st half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make.
Going to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. The official says no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Blue Hens will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special.
Breaks into the open.
Execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Handoff to the single running back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. They try to get it outside on the left. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. And the Blue Hens come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Bobo. Quickly to the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in them. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Might be calling a hot route. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Hutchinson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Got him downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again.
Set to kick it away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Forced out of the pocket. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Boise State. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to UNLV. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Bobo. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime. But it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. To the air, it's Bobo. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On 4th down, going to the air. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Butterfly. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Blue Hens come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass. It's Bobo. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The play-action fake. Well, the offense did fall on that loose football, but it won't matter much as they turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Quarterback may change this route. He'll start this drive firing. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Touchdown, Blue Hens! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, bro.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Trying to beat him to the left. Turning it on. Past the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Broncos.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Bobo. They'll run the screen. Still running at the 40. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Was completed via the screen. Marked out of bounds at the 48. And that's good enough.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Bobo. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Delaware! And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Using the quick game. Good, solid tackle. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They go to the ground. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
Caught close to the marker. It's Nix. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Boise State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they stretch that lead to 16.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Looking for a man. It's Bobo. He's got him. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple of minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Finds his man. It's Bonifant. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Off play action on first down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. If they knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Nix. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe, take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Good enough for a first down.
The Blue Hens will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. A first down run in the red zone. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to...
And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
Step one by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go for the 2-point conversion, cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late-game heroics.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Here we go. Scanning the field, it's Bobo. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's into the end zone, and we've got a 1-possession game in the fourth quarter. The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side now. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Trying to punch it in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
Let's go. Now we got ourselves a ball game. This one looked like it was almost over. In the 2-minute situation, get a few first downs, walk out of here with a W. No, sir. Defense forces the turnover. Offense, it's your turn.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Soft spot in the middle. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's Bobo. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.